E te whanau mamatea in te waka I tēnei ata. So quick catch up. My dad is in out of hospital and he is now in rest home, retirement village, shall I say. And just loving the change in him. He's gone from being always looking like he's sick to somebody who's got a bit of hope and a bit of life in him. So that's great news. The home that we have him in is, the staff are so wonderful. His first day there, they introduced themselves. Even the cleaning crew, they introduced themselves to him. The nurses, the manager of the establishment, and different residents. So it was just a really easy transition for him to go into his this home. And I didn't think that I would react the way that I have, and I've had some really mixed feelings about him going in there. And then as I was thinking and praying about this yesterday, I thought of my friends who have placed their parents in homes and the kōrero that we've shared. And to be honest, I was so thinking about myself and, oh, poor me, because that's what it's been like. Rah-de-rah. But in thinking about my friends who have already been through this journey with their loved ones, I had to take a big chunk of humble pie because they did it with grace and dignity. Honestly, I haven't. I've had the guilt. Just my stomach's turned inside out and upside down, and I'm thinking, what the hell? How are we going to pay for all of this? And is my mum going to be okay on her own? All this sort of stuff. And have I done the right thing by my family by bringing this up? Well, it wasn't just by me, by myself, but I'm the big main instigator, so to speak. And then I got angry. I've been getting angry at everybody, at the world. Then I lost my shit and I was blaming everybody, and who was doing absolutely nothing wrong. They weren't doing anything wrong. I was just losing it, and losing it pretty badly. And that's not okay. I've had to do some apologising. And then this morning, I got up really late, so I haven't done my morning rituals. So I'm just taking some time out because this morning when I went to go pick up Mum for work, she was running a little bit late. So while she was doing that, I was doing some re-evaluating of what I was doing and my behaviour and all this sort of stuff. And so my mantra, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. And if it doesn't work, change it, right? Well, this morning I took a big chunk of that pie and changed my attitude, and it was a lot easier for my mum to talk with me. I've been such a real bitch. I can't say it any other way. I've been a bitch for the last maybe 4 days. Some might say longer, but I'm just going to say 4 days. Anyway, my poor mum has had to bear the brunt of it, and she's been very good at covering up her hurt. But, yeah, she doesn't deserve what I was dishing out. I was just reflecting on her, how I felt inside, and that was shit. Anyway, that aside, yeah, my mum's actually quite a forgiving soul. So today I'm just taking some time out. And like I said to my son this morning, I think I'm just also procrastinating all the paperwork that I have to read through and sign and go through for my dad. It's all this paperwork. And there's still more coming. Yeah, I'm waiting for that to come in the mail. Apparently, that's how we're going to help get funding for my dad to stay where he is in residence. And I really like where he's situated. So, for those who don't know what has happened, my dad has been sick for about 3 years. A little bit longer than that though, but really sick with infections. He nearly died 3 times during COVID, and he got COVID while he was in the hospital, of all places. Not at home, but in hospital. And which has created someone who was unable to, for quite a while there, control his own, his bodily functions, and his leg was not healing, so it was getting reinfected all the time. Just really bad for him, because the infections got into his pacemaker, the infections which created a short in his pacemaker, so they had to take the pacemaker out. And by doing so, they've had to really monitor his heart. And because of the infections, it also affected his kidneys. So they have to watch out for his kidneys. Now here's the kicker. The infections in his legs are created because of his heart not speaking to his kidneys, because the medicine he takes for his kidneys affects the way that his heart is, and the medicine for his heart affects his kidneys. So the hospital had to find a happy medium of medications for his heart and his kidneys to function, because too much for his heart will kill him, and too much for his kidneys will kill him. So it's been hell on wheels for him, because he no sooner comes home than he was back in hospital. So it's been a long haul, and because I'm the one that takes him everywhere, and my dad loves to shop. It's one thing that he's like a woman in that respect. He could spend hours just walking around in shops. When we go shopping, he doesn't want me to do his shop for him. He likes to shop and go shopping for himself. And by the way, he's really good with getting good deals, and he hasn't been able to do that in a very long time. And so so that's kind of like where we're at with my dad, and how he's got to where he's at now. And he's at the point where he cannot walk on his own. There's parts there where he's high fall risk, so he cannot be left alone by himself, because if he falls, he's done. He can't get himself up. The wound on his leg, if that opens, even more because he's also diabetic. It can turn septic really fast. So the best thing that we did as a family, I believe, was place him in a home where he can get 24/7 care, doctors on call, nurses on call. There's staff there, wonderful staff. At Wilson Carlisle, wonderful, wonderful staff there that I have met. The nurses are amazing and they are there for their residents. You can tell when you walk in the way that they speak with their residents, the way that they speak to each other. Just love the environment. Anyway, this is a long kōrero this morning and I apologise, but I just needed to just share this with you guys, and I'm grateful for the ones who have shown their love and for my friends and my family who are going through the same thing as I am, or if you have been through this, my heart is with you, my love also. And for those who want to talk about this, that's fine too. I found a book that I was given, We're From Here, and it is absolutely wonderful resource, and www.eldernet.co.nz. That is a great website to go visit if you need help. And if your loved one is in hospital and you don't have a social worker, I don't know about in any other country, but here in New Zealand, please find a social worker for your parent or your loved one. If you're here in the Mighty Waikato and you have a loved one in hospital and you don't have an advocate, please PM me and I will give you the name of the social worker that I worked with. She made the transition for Donald, my dad, really very she was very grounded, she was very calming. She talked to him like he was a human being, not like he was dumb. She talked to us as a whanau and gave us choices before we even approached my dad about this situation. So if you're needing that help, please let me know. I'd be more than willing to help and share with you anything that I can to help your transition with your loved one be better, or if I can. And so we've got stuff in the back there. We're taking over to Dad later on this afternoon. And I will tell you, there is a lot of paperwork to go through in order to help your loved one. So where my dad is at the moment, we're moving all his medical stuff over to the village because they will take care of absolutely everything. I can't speak enough or highly enough about it at the moment. I hope it doesn't change, and I hope it remains the same a month from now. And so that's my kōrero about placing my loved one in a home. And there are tests that they undertake prior to going into the rest home, so that the rest homes know what kind of care to give them. So if you've stuck in this long, I really appreciate it, because it means to me that perhaps something that I've said may help you in a situation that you're with. And to be honest, when I began this, I did not even think to ask my friends who had been through it. You know, that's just being dumb, not asking. But yeah. And I thought I was alone, but yeah, no, I'm not. There's many of us out there in the same boat. And I'm not just talking Māori, I'm talking my friends in Hawaii. I have some that are going through the same type of situation, only they don't have some of the support systems we have here, so I feel quite blessed and humbled. Anyway, I have rambled so much this morning. I apologise, and much love to you all, and have a great day. And if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. And if you don't like it, change it, and if it works for you, continue. Alright then, mwah. Bye.